It's Anne McDowell, Freedompreneur, coming to you on day 21 of my 30-day video challenge. Hello, everybody. I want to talk to you today about overcoming procrastination and just getting out there and doing it. Whatever it happens to be in your life, whether it be starting a new business, whether it be going on a fitness journey, whether it be doing the things that you don't want to do, I'm going to talk to you today about overcoming that procrastination. I want to ask you what it is about that task that is so, like, you feel so much reluctance to do. Is it because it's monotonous? Is it because it's boring? Is it because it's something you don't want to do, something you don't like to do? One of the things that I've learned over life, and this is a life skill, is that you have to overcome procrastination to get to where you want to be. And it's not always easy, and so I, from time to time, suffer from procrastination. But what I've convinced myself and what I've taught myself over the time is that I have to just get in and do it. My favourite saying is make hay while the sun shines. And that's a very old-fashioned saying. But it's very much about doing it now, seizing the moment, seizing the opportunity. And yesterday we talked about seizing the opportunity to move into business. And I'm going to talk, this is kind of the same sort of thing. But it's recognizing that you are procrastinating. It is actually saying that, yeah, okay, I'm really catching myself out on why I'm delaying moving ahead with my life, whether it be, in a number of different areas. One of the things that I learned to teach, one of the things I taught myself was to recognize when I was procrastinating and then think about why I didn't want to have to do the task. But I would also just say to myself out loud, maybe a bit crazy, but I say to myself, do it now, and do it now. I mean, what's the hold up? Do it now. Yeah, okay. The quicker you get it done, the quicker it's done. And so I use that philosophy on a lot of different things that I don't like to have to do. And let's face it, we all have those things, such as, I don't particularly love house cleaning, but I do it. I don't particularly love having to, I don't know, we'll just leave it at house cleaning. I don't want to have to do all of that all the time, but it's something that needs to be done and I have to do it. So I actually say to myself, do it now. Go on, get off your bottom and go and do it now. And it's very much, talking myself into it sort of thing. And it does work. And by the time I've done it doesn't take me that long. And it's not as arduous or as painful as I expect it to be. And I realise also that it doesn't have to be perfect. And it doesn't have to, my attempt at doing the task that I don't like doesn't have to be perfect. If you're putting off going into business or starting out on your venture to go into business because you think you have to be perfect at it, then you are mistaken. I have to say you're very misguided and mistaken, because everything in life, work and business in particular, is a work in progress. So when I started out, I was not as organised perhaps as what I am now. When I started out, I didn't have the profile that I have now. When I started out in business, I didn't have all the systems that I have now. It is a work in progress. So I want to also tell you that I used to be a bit of a perfectionist. And I have to tell you that perfectionism is wrong. It is... because what it does, it actually narrows your focus, and it narrows your focus down to one or two tasks to the exclusion of other things. So while you're concentrating on that particular task, you are not getting the other things that need to be done correct. So, I've let go of that. So what I try to do is strive for continued standards of excellence. So that leaves a bit of room for improvement. And no matter what I do in life, I look at it as continued standards of excellence, not perfection, because I can't achieve perfection. The only thing that, only creatures that can achieve perfection is like flowers in nature, and we don't have any control over that. And really, the perfectionism is a bit of a control freak thing. So what I want you to do, if that's a tendency that you have, is to step back from being a perfectionist. Step back from doing that, because that implies that you are not well-rounded, that you are not giving the attention to the things that actually really matter. So take a step back and do lots of things well, lots of things in a fantastic way. You need to stop the perfectionism, which will lead to procrastination on other things, and you need to give things equal attention, and put the same amount of effort into everything that you do into the actual perfection task. All right, I'm going to leave off today and leave you with that. If you are worried about moving into business because you think you have to be perfect, you certainly don't. You certainly don't. And I'm not and never will be perfect. So, we all learn, and it's a learning experience every single day. I hope you have a lovely day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.